welcome to the Watchalong, Manchester United against Inter Milan. We're moments away from the third pre-season game. United in action against the Italian club. And I'm here with Ronaldo, Abdul, Omar. We are going to be here throughout the whole game, as well as bringing you a review at the end. Hopefully it's another win for Manchester United. Do you want to go through the team? I'll pop the team up on my phone here. We've got De Gea in net. We've got Shaw, Tuanzebe, Lindelof and Wan-Bissaka. We've got Matic and Pogba in the middle with Martial, Lingard, Daniel James and Rashford up top. So boys, start from the off. Team, happy with it?
I'm happy to a certain point because the defence is promising, I feel. The youngsters, it's quite a young defence, as you probably will see. I'm excited to see the partnership between Lindelof and Axel Tuanzebe, to see how that develops, because you never know what this board will do with signing a centre-back. But in the centre midfield, I would have liked to have seen maybe how Andres Pereira performs in that midfield, or maybe Scott McTominay instead of Nemanja Matic. But other than that, I think it's quite a strong side. Yeah,
I think it's a strong side as well. Matic, again, last game was... Well, I think it was the game before. It was quite disappointing for me. I think he was too slow, and it was against Perth. There's no passes that were like cutting edge, you could say, or he wasn't really threading anything through. A bit too slow, like I said. But overall, you've got to give those minutes to everyone in that side, because at the end of the day, you're on pre-season. At the back, I'm happy to see Axel start, because I think, watching him from the academy as well, he's always been aggressive when he steps out the defence, but when he wins the ball, he's comfortable at keeping it, which with Smalling and Jones is a different story. Those guys are winning the ball. They're not good enough on the ball, and I think that is going to give a bit of confidence as well with Lindelof. Having a ball-playing centre-half and having someone that, when they're aggressive and winning it, and someone who's big as well and has a presence in the box when he's defending, someone that he can trust there. And that's what I'm most excited about, that partnership. The front three just behind Marcus Rashford as well. A lot of pace in there. I think Martial's going to do more of the ball carrying. But it's an exciting lineup.
Are you happy with Lingard starting though? After his performance last game?
I mean, I think
I'm straight in there. I'm not. First question.
Sure, I think with Jesse Lingard, obviously, I think I would have preferred to see Paul Pogba in that position, because he would be closer to Dan James, and then maybe he'd offer that sort of attacking midfield role rather than the box-to-box midfield role he's covering. And then where Pogba's lining now, maybe see like a McTominay or a Pereira perform there. But other than that, I think it's all about getting minutes under the belt, isn't it, pre-season as well? Getting people in fitness. But what do you think, Joe?
Well, no, I was going to go straight to Ronaldo. You brought the question up. I thought you had an answer. Are you happy with it?
No, I would have preferred to have seen either what you said, Pogba in the 10 role, or possibly even Angel. I thought Angel was really good last game, and I thought he could have had a decent opportunity there, because Lingard last game was quite shocking, not going to lie.
Wow. By the way, come and say hello into the comment section as well. I've got my phone on me here. We'll read all the comments out. If you're new to Stretford Paddock as well, hit subscribe. We're here for the whole game and then bring you a review later. So just come and say hello. Say hello.
Are you guys excited to see Dan James on the right?
Yes.
Do you think?
100%.
Do you think he's going to perform? I mean, we said we were excited with him and Pogba, the link up there. Yeah. So that is something you personally are going to be excited to watch. Yeah.
I mean, with Dan James, I'm also excited to see that right-hand side as well. The link-up play with him and Wan-Bissaka. And also, it'll be interesting to see how Pogba performs when he's got more minutes under his belt, because he obviously had those 45 minutes when I thought he was our best player on the pitch. I don't know about you, for those 45 minutes that he played. But it'll be interesting. I think this game is also interesting to see how good the fitness levels are, because, as Ollie confirmed...
Yeah, and I also, not sorry to cut you off, but I feel like the starting 11 today won't be that far off the starting 11 today, so that's...
I agree. And, but as you were saying, Ronaldo, I think it's all about fitness and stuff, because 100%. Ollie confirmed that this game, more people are going to get around 60, 70 minutes. It'll be interesting to see.
No Lukaku in the squad at all. Let's just have a think about what that means in general for United? Do you think that Lukaku's time at United is coming to a close, or do you think because of the awkwardness about Inter Milan wanting Lukaku, Ollie's just gone, let's keep him out of the squad altogether and let's just crack on with the game?
I think there's a bit of a weird triangle going on between like United, Juventus and Inter Milan, where of course Di Marzio did say, you know, Juventus are actually in for Lukaku as well. It's not really feasible right now for them to pay that fee, but it's going to affect as well Icardi going either way and Lukaku, you know, if he ends up leaving United, so it'll be interesting.
Yeah, sorry, we're just getting a little message here. Can you hear that, boys? From Joe, who should be in Singapore. Hello, Joe. Can you hear us?
How's it going, lads? We're here at the Singapore Stadium, and the atmosphere is, honestly, I've never seen anything like it. It's just absolute carnage. Just people, just so many people. The fans, absolutely amazing. We've got the team news now, of course. Pogba in there. We've seen Martial come into that first 11 for the first time as well. So Greenwood stepping down to the bench. Honestly, it's absolutely insane here. I can't believe it. What do you think to the team? And of course, what are your predictions for the match?
Sweaty as he's never seen anything like it. He wanted his score predictions, so get yours in the comment section as well. We've got a lot to read out here. But just before the game kicks off, we'll do a little round table. How's it going to go? First big test, I'd say.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a massive step up from Leeds United and obviously Perth Glory.
Yeah.
I personally, I'm obviously going to go for a United win. I'm going to go for a 2-1 United win. I think it's going to be close because obviously the fitness levels, but I think we'll win.
I think we'll win. I'm going 3-0.
3-0?
I think we'll have a convincing.
Optimist.
I'm optimistic.
No, I'm not sure about a clean sheet in this one. Can't lie.
Yeah.
What do you
then
think,
again,
Ronaldo?
Smalling and Jones are coming on in it.
Yeah.
What do you think?
No, I felt like last game defensively we did look quite open.
Yeah.
And like, obviously, it looked quite expansive in the way we were attacking, but defensively we didn't seem that solid. I don't have that much faith in that. Still believe that we might be able to win.
Do you think Ollie will?
I'd say 2-1. I'd agree with
Do you? So, if you're talking about clean sheets, do you think Ollie will rotate the defence a bit then in the second half?
Possibly, but as you said, he wants to get a little bit more minutes in like starters' legs. So instead of like a half of one team and a half of another, maybe he'll like make the starting 11 play a little bit longer.
Yeah.
But the defence is like an area where you try not to rotate it too much.
Yeah.
People need to get comfortable. People need to get comfortable and like get used to each other and whatever. But I guess we'll see.
We'll see. We'll be here throughout the whole game as well. Do us a favour, grab the link, share it on your Twitter and Facebook as well, and your Instagram, so we'll get more and more people watching. And we're here throughout the whole game with some predictions. Mitchell says 6-0 with Abdul first goal scorer. Is that going to happen?
Marcus Rashford.
Marcus Rashford. He just says 9-0 for United. I don't know if that's going to happen. And then we've got one for 2-1 to Inter. So it's almost this could be the first defeat. Ollie could do a Lampard today and get his first defeat in the pre-season for Manchester United. But getting to the comments, I mean, we talk about Matic a bit now. In the first game against Perth, I thought he was pretty poor. And we were all there and we watched the pace just being slowed completely by him. He's got the captain's armband on. I mean, that for me is a bit like, why?
I mean, it's a massive. I think it's a massive statement from Ollie to give the Manu Matic the captaincy, because Ollie will know that I think there's been a lot of scrutiny from United fans about the Manu Matic. Maybe it's a sign that he's back in the player. Maybe.
I think a lot of it is the experience thing. He seems to use a lot of the older lads for the captaincy. I mean, even De Gea, considering he's one of the older guys in that team. We have got quite a young team when you look past Ashley Young, Matic, and that. And even Smalling has got it at times. And I think Ollie goes more off the experience, I'd say.
Yeah, indeed. We're looking at the stadium now, the picture of the stadium. If you're watching along as well, you will see it is absolutely rammed. And I've got to say, load of United fans there. I think it's more Reds than Inter Milan fans, which just shows you the...
Apparently Singapore's meant to be a banging city as well.
Yeah. Well, judging by Macola's voice, if you're watching, and how Rough Housen looks out there as well, maybe you can see they're having a wonderful time. We're minutes away from the kick-off. If you've not got your predictions in yet, say hello to us. Inter Milan, now with Conte as their manager, Lukaku, they want to bring them in, but they're looking to play attacking football. Conte was always a difficult team when he was at Chelsea to play against. Let's not forget there was so much talk about Mourinho and Pep coming to the Premier League playing at the same time. Then Conte comes out of nowhere and wins the Premier League with Chelsea. He's a good manager. Yeah. He knows how to play against Manchester United. What a wonderful goalkeeping top there when you see it up close there for David De Gea. If you're not watching, it's mint. He could get one over us on us here.
I mean, like, he's got one over us like quite a few times, hasn't he? I think it was like
FA Cup final.
I think the cup final, and then I think he beat us again in the cup one time. And then
it was.
Kante scored that banger, and then I think it was twice in the league he beat us, something like that. Yeah. So yeah, he has won against us, but it remains to be seen what he can do with his Inter side. What do you think?
I do think he'll be successful at Inter in terms of progressing them. In the Serie A, I don't think they can reach Juventus. I mean,
Juventus
the side they got. I think Sarri will do well there.
Yep.
But Conte tactically, if there's someone to get close to Juventus, it's definitely Conte for me. If he can get that 3 at the back system going again, like he had at Chelsea, using the correct wing backs, and I think he's trying to install that. He does need a goal scorer he does trust. And that's why he does want Romelu Lukaku, of course.
And I think a key person in that 3 at the back is Milan Skriniar. I mean, what a centre-back he is, isn't he? He's the guy that can transition the ball from the back to the wing-backs as well. Yeah. He's that solid player. And then you've also got... Who's that other player then? He's got that new side. Barella, is it?
Yeah.
He's meant to be a good player as well. He started for the under-21s. But we'll have to see what this Inter side are about. I don't know what they're about. Don't really watch a lot of Serie A.
It's interesting.
Don't think many people do.
Yeah.
Just head on Twitter there, give the link a retweet if you could do the same as well. We are got the players lined up now. United against Inter Milan. Kick-off moments away. Pop with a big spa on his face. Martial just looking like Martial. It looks like the game is going to be an attacking one. I mean, the high fives are interesting, aren't they? If you didn't see him, you're not watching the game.
Does it change in pre-season?
It's on MU TV. Normally you get a shake of a hand, but the other just a lot of high fives.
What do you think of the Inter kit? The Inter kit's quite nice.
I like it. I really like the away kit. Yeah.
Just getting a pannier of the stadium full of United fans, which is. You know, it's been a tough couple of seasons for Reds, but it still shows that we've still got the pull of going around the world and players still coming out. I'm excited. Let me get on to... There's Ollie there with his notepad. If you can't watch the game, it's on MU TV. A lot of people say you can turn the TV on. We can't. Sorry about that. But we will be here just to talk you through it. So if you've got us on in the background. We've got snacks for the first time, because last time I was here, no snacks were provided. So I went to Sainsbury's. Other shops are available. And I got us a load of snacks. So... Oh, God, we've got screensaver again.
Salted popcorn.
Salted popcorn. Apparently, I got the wrong thing. Is salted popcorn bad?
Are you salt or sweet? Are you salt or sweet?
Salted popcorn's all right, isn't it?
Salted popcorn's all right, but I like a bit of mixture. Sweet and salt, yeah.
You're crazy,
yeah,
mate.
Sweet and salt is good.
Yeah, sweet and salt is nice.
Shall I tell you what? Salt I can have, but I just think it's too boring. Especially for a sit-down like this.
It is a bit boring, yeah.
Yeah, you're a bit boring.
You're a bit boring, Joel.
Ashwin on our comment section, come say hello, says, I want to see Gomez come in for Lingard today. I think it's time for Lingard to have a good game for Manchester United. You did say that. People just saying that United are going to win 4-0. That's from Michael, who's watching. And another one from Craig saying he wants one more significant signing. Bruno has to be it. We are building up now. Matic there with the Inter Milan goalkeeper. Salted popcorn, by the way. What's your opinion on it? Please tell these boys are wrong. It's all right, isn't it?
Salt or sweet? Get it in the comments.
What do you guys... you guys think it'll have an effect a bit on Angel Gomez?
Nah. Performance today.
It could do if you hand them out on a pitch now.
It depends. It depends. If Gomez is there saying that he gave his all and he's still not getting picked for the game, he might be a bit downhearted about it. Although if he gets on the pitch in the second half and then Ollie's like, go on, show us what you can do again, that's when you hope that Gomez steps up.
Well, you talk about Angel Gomez, Joel. I'll ask you guys a question. Would you guys like to see him play more in that role where Lingard is playing throughout the whole entire season?
I think it'll be good for his game. He's a really clever player, man. The way he drops into the pockets, he gives an option for your midfielders all the time, especially if you got someone who's not a brilliant progressor of the ball, like Scott McTominay. I think he's good at breaking down play. We've got a bit of pink screen, that's why everyone's laughing, by the way.
Pink eye.
I'll be blind by the end of it. But.
Ashwin says salt is fire. Of course it is.
Salt is trash. Come on, man.
Apparently, Damien, I think we might have missed that.
Too
Said,
boring.
mate, they just use a credit card for the coin flip.
Really?
Apparently,
A credit
I mean,
card?
we just might have missed that because our screen was pink. But apparently, it says they just used a credit card for the coin flip.
Will
So
we
what is it?
Will we
You,
heads or tails then?
I know, I'll get it out now, but someone will be ripping off my Amazon.
Security number or account number.
Yeah, WH said sweet and salted lads, best of both. Yeah, a
Okay,
lot of
here
shout
we
out.
go.
For the,
James kicks off. Here we go.
They flipped a Amex card on the first game of the season. Oh no, can't wait for Mike Dean to. That was Mitchell. Right, the game has kicked off. Manchester United against Inter Milan. Oh, warm. Warm was a good feature. We're just sorting out our settings on our computer to watching the game. It was completely pink.
Oh, it's getting there. It's getting there.
Just like that, Cameron.
Yeah.
It's nice. Moments into this game.
I think
it's going to be a high scoring game.
On. Yeah, there we go.
That's in about. Oh, Cameron.
Brightness might be needed to turn down. I'm not gonna lie. Just say.
Nightmare behind the scene.
Yeah, sorry about this. We're just sorting our TV out. No,
That's
right,
it.
leave
We've already got Mike kicking the ball out of play.
Yeah. Oh, for God's sake, stop arsing about. Sorry, we just had technical issues where the TV was brown and now it's pink. Oh, we're sorting it out. Inter Milan, Manchester United. You're watching the Watchalong on Stretford Paddock. Give us a little like on the video. Last time we did this, Abdul said he would do a.
There's nothing being done.
There's nothing being done today. We're just all friends today, are we?
Yeah.
Oh, right, it's fine that now. We'll just
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's fine.
Just leave it.
There he is, Ollie, with Michael Carrick. For a second, I thought it was Phil Neville there. It does look quite a bit like Phil Neville. To his,
You can see the three at the back with the
I
wing
think it's
back
just the
as
red
well.
screen, mate.
You think?
Yeah. It's had a bit of a knock-on effect in there.
Couple minutes in, Inter Milan playing quite well. It's interesting. When we say we want to have a look at the Tuanzebe and Lindelof, how they're going to work well together.
That was a great ball from De Gea
great
to
play.
Wan-Bissaka.
Wonderful Wan-Bissaka
Good
play.
play.
Worked it well there.
Linking nicely. Martial on the ball.
Lingard.
Already Lingard and Martial working nicely. Good little play there.
That's
it's
Rashford.
coming to United
Rashford's on the
looking
left.
good. Rashford.
I think he's just gone out to pick the ball up there.
Nice attacking play from early doors for Manchester United. That's kind of what you want to see.
I do think that we're going to sort of keep this shape throughout the season. You know, there's 4-2-3-1. And I think that's why I want to see more of Angel Gomez in a 10. Because I want to see him picking up the ball in those positions.
You can see from you can see from where De Gea kicked the ball, like he distributed out rather than kicking it up. So that could be an indication of what we want to do as a team. Pass it from the back, which is encouraging.
Especially with the loss of Lukaku, if Lukaku's not.
Yeah,
we don't have much of a target, man.
I think the problem with the Lukaku situation as well is we do sort of go for that target man style where we're aiming for him, and I don't think he's actually that guy, even though his profile might look like that.
So Reggie16 says we'll win 3-1. Joe the Dancer, Man United to win. This is from Gabriel. It's going to be 4-1 to United. James will score. We've got another 4-0 for United.
Quite high scores. These people are predicting.
Well,
They're going with you,
optimistic.
Abdul, with the high score. Oh, bit
What
optimistic.
can I say, giving the confidence to the viewers?
What did you say?
That's what I'm
3-0?
here for.
You said 3-0, yeah.
Pass controller.
Ooh.
A lot of people saying salted popcorn's the best as well.
Are they?
No.
A lot of people.
A lot of people, as your friends that you just texted.
A lot of people.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people
I
are
don't-
wrong.
I don't have friends.
Mate, Pogba's
Is that
too
because you
sweet
like
on
salted
it.
popcorn?
Yeah. Let's do it by everyone salted popcorn for birthdays. Cameron there just turning the TV around so we can see ourselves. Look as well. Hit like on the video for us, please. Manchester United into Milan. I mean, it's been all United for the first 4 minutes.
But you can kind of see like the interlinking play between the front three. They're changing in their positions. Like Rashford's drifting out to the left, Martial's drifting through the middle.
I think what I've liked is once someone's picked the
very high
ball up
press,
there.
though.
Yeah, the press is really high as
Yeah.
well. And I think once someone's picked the ball up, Rashford seems to drop in to the wider positions.
It is pretty sloppy. I mean, the one thing I'm bothered about, and I really think I'm asked about, is that Perth and Leeds, right, they're all right, but when they're attacking, we need to have a bit of pressure on our defence. We need to see if they can actually do something, because there's no point us buzzing about our attacking lineups. Yeah, it could be great to see these youngsters absolutely giving
I
it
think
to a
that
defence.
pass there, why has Matic not made that out to Wan-Bissaka? It was a clear
Yeah.
pass again. That's my issue with that. I think it's not even that he doesn't have the ability. I think he genuinely just doesn't risk it.
So do you think then, Abdul, do you think we need a defensive midfielder to do that, or do you think we can rely on McTominay or maybe Jimmy Garner as well?
I think Jimmy Garner for me is an underrated one.
Yeah.
Reads the game brilliantly, picks out your runners really well. Gives me sort of that Pjanic vibe when he drops into the deeper positions. He sort of just looks everywhere on the pitch. Whereas Matic is more like breaking down the play, short distribution, nothing too special, which can work in certain styles, and we've seen that at Chelsea with Kante when they're in midfield together, but it doesn't work everywhere.
Put in the comment section as well for us about Lukaku's situation. Do you think it's good we're getting rid of him? What's the minimum price you'd take for him as well? And will he be a United player come the start of next season? Getting there as in the comments, just come and say hello to us.
Wan-Bissaka there again.
Wan-Bissaka doing wonderful work.
He's always ready to slide, isn't it? He's always ready.
I'm looking forward to seeing him, like what he does against Chelsea. I mean, he'll be. Who do you think he'll be up against, like on the wing? Pulisic,
Pulisic.
I feel like he's gonna eat Pulisic.
Chelsea not looking at the best.
They lost, didn't they?
Suffering a 1-0 defeat.
Sure.
I think we're winning that first game.
Looking very heavy.
Well, I said the downside of this is that I think the first 3 games are so important. If we pick up 1 defeat, then that's when the mindset of the fans are going to be like, oh, well, this is going to be another drab season. And I know it's shit. We can say it as long as all day long it's only the first 3 games, but there's some fans out there that will bring that negative, it's going to be shit.
I think the thing with the fan base as well.
Also the media as well, they love that. They'll be all over it.
Yeah, and I think the thing with the fan base as well, I don't know if you guys will agree, but I feel like it's a bit split at the moment, considering like what we've had from before the last season, and kind of like the false promises we've been given. Like we remember Ed Woodward coming out being like, "Oh, we're going to back Solskjaer in the market," but like, although he signed Wan-Bissaka and James,
of not shipping out some of the deadwood, you could say, has grown on fans a bit. And there was something coming out yesterday, I think, about Andy Mitten, that United are actually struggling to sell these players. But I remember banging about it like last year. What's the point of these contracts? Because they've got no value in the market, which means you're going to be stuck paying these contracts out, which means you're just spending more money for no reason.
And you also got
there's a lot of rumours that some of these contracts are marketing.
Yeah,
like a lot of people.
Crazy that.
And you also
Jones and Smalling. What did they give you? Like,
are they Adidas sponsored?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
I'm hearing the contract.
No, Phil Jones is because he's got those pink boots, hasn't he?
Apparently, that's to do with his contract
extension.
That
is crazy. That.
But I think the thing as well is that the problem with shipping off with loads of this deadwood is that they're on such high wages as well and they don't really need to leave because they've got their contracts as well. And then the thing with Ed Woodward is that he wants high prices. It's not like City where they'll just sell them. He wants an asking price, doesn't he?
Sometimes you've got to sell at the right price. But then again, like I said, certain players, I understand, like, obviously, that should never have an effect about, the contract with Adidas and all that. I think that should never be the first thing we're looking at.
But it is, because money talks, isn't it? And that's the shit thing about how
the top clubs, other than United, aren't doing that.
No.
I think we're really money-driven, way too money-driven.
Well, let's talk on a positive side of things. David De Gea, he looks like he's going to be renewing his contract. Yeah. What do you guys think of that?
Obviously, I love David De Gea. It just depends how much he's... So we sign him on an unbelievable deal. Wan-Bissaka just bossing it down.
Do you think he's been paid too much?
Let's say he lets 1 goal in, like a bit of a naff saved, and the world will be on our shoulders.
The end of last season, Barcelona away. His distribution
was
very poor in that game, and I like him.
So do you think he's declining then? Do you think he's declining then?
I don't think he's first corner declining. I think there's certain things in his game that he's never really been great at. One of them being his distribution. We can all agree on that. Yeah. He's definitely improved on it as of recent, but I do think that's generally because of the managers that we had and the style we've had. Mourinho don't really need to play out from the back. So as a goalkeeper.
The Martial's going to overtake a corner for United. It's the first corner of the in Milan had one. First corner for United anyway. Martial, do you remember the time Phil Jones used to take corners?
I thought he would have got Axel there.
No.
Decent corner from Martial. It's
a little bit too deep.
That's why you kind of need a Maguire, though, don't you? At those set pieces.
That whole thing's gone quiet. Do you think it'll pay off, or do you think it's just the money, or what's?
I think David Ornstein came out, didn't he, yesterday, and was like,
United are looking at cheaper options.
Yeah, United are looking, but I feel as if that's like a bargaining tool to like try and get the price down from Leicester.
Leicester apparently in for who's the guy from Burnley again?
Tarkowski.
Yeah, Tarkowski. Yeah.
So they're in for him, and I think that'll probably be a good signing for them. Good replacement.
Good replacement. Yeah.
Bad challenge.
Well,
that,
Daniel James injured already. Or is he what?
So it's all kicking off. Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, not
Ref
good,
going
was
over
it?
there like he's about to send him off.
Yeah, no, can you imagine? The big question: who do you think we should buy? Do we think we should buy Fernandes or Savic?
Different reasons. I think.
We need to end up with at least one. If you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So who'd you go for, Ronaldo?
I'd go Bruno.
Bruno.
Yeah, I think if we're playing this 4-2-3-1, 100%, I'd go Bruno.
I feel as if like Savic as well is just like a Pogba replacement.
Yeah.
If he leaves.
I do think the next, if other than Maguire, I think we'll sign a centre half. Anything other than that, I don't think we're going to have the budget for. I think it'll end up being like maybe a Lukaku situation where Juventus are able to get him, and we might get Dybala or something like that out of it. I don't think we'll be able to spend as much money.
So do you think we have to sell to buy then?
Yeah, we definitely do. I think that is definitely a thing that we've got right now going on. We're lucky, sort of, because the lads that have come through, you know, Garner and Greenwood and Gomez, I think their ability definitely Premier League quality in the coming years, whether at United or not. And I'm pretty sure it'll be at United with those three.
Yeah,
I think we're lucky that we've ended up with those because we might not have to buy as much in the market.
Yeah,
indeed. Come and say hello. Inter Milan, Manchester United, still 0-0. First 10 minutes gone. Kind of like United have had much more of the attacking option. I don't know if you agree with that. Get onto the comment section. Inter Milan.
There again, mate.
Wan-Bissaka giving it.
Ooh, looks a bit nervy there from 27.
From a corner to Inter Milan.
We can see Wan-Bissaka there. The impact he's having on that right hand side.
What's up?
Let me just check.
Roberts, and he's watching from Libya. How you doing, mate? Come and get involved. Yeah.
Sure, you got good enough internet, mate. Bloody hell.
So, unfortunately, poor corner from Inter Milan. Manchester United just settle into the game a bit quicker. Though,
might have a bit of a cookie.
Yeah, you might do.
A bit of a cookie.
Watching from Kenya.
Kenya?
Yeah.
Fair play, mate. Fair play.
Far and wide. We're in Manchester. You got updates from Joe's in Singapore. We picked the short straw. Oh, anyone from Manchester watching? Oh, fuck me, the rain yesterday was. And then you've got them showing pictures of them fucking sunning it up in some beach. You know what I mean? Anyway, I'm just
tanning up.
Steve's the worst.
It's sunny where you are.
He replied to a story that I put up with like rain, and he was like, I was like, somewhere in Manchester, and he was like, that's Salford. Just taking the piss even more.
Unfortunately, for people asking, we can't show the match. It's on MUTV. We're just here for all of the pre-season games as well.
If you do want to see us for the rest of the season, I think you might not want to ask us if you want to put the game on.
Yeah, because as soon as we do that,
Rashford.
we're off.
Rashford.
Looking good, Rashford trying to get a shot away, just being blocked by an Milan defender. And that is the thing we constantly talk about, is we can get to the final third of any defence, but it's just getting the ball.
How would you guys assess Rashford's pre-season so far?
He's been brilliant.
Yeah.
Off the ball, and he was given the right options to Pogba. Was it which game was it? Leeds? No, the one before Perth.
Yeah.
That game he was really giving the options to Pogba, and I think I think he'll be impressive next season. He'll surprise a few.
Yeah.
Make sure you hit subscribe as well. The first time watching Stretford, Paddock. Come and say hello. Everyone's watching from far and wide. Libya, Kenya. Let's get into the comment section as well. Indonesia. Good morning, guys. That's from Sean. Lads. Wherever you're watching, Sean, let us know. It's still United 0, Inter Milan 0.
Matic. Again.
Matic. I mean,
playing 1-2s
I was like, there he is. He's going for a switch, 1-2 after the Inter.
Needless to say, he's not done the performance. I did a little video about the team selection. Said he's got to have a good game today, Matic. He's got the captain's armband. Do something,
His profile seems to fit a centre half more for me recently. Like the way he drops into certain positions, I just feel like he's not got the legs to be in midfield anymore.
Matic.
Yeah, Matic. I think you remember like last season we had like McTominay dropping, literally playing as centre half, and then You just think,
I'm a sucker.
wouldn't you want to try and
James.
match
James
that?
Walker ball in by James.
Pogba
Picked up
out
by
wide.
Pogba outside the box.
Shaw gonna shoot.
He's gonna shoot.
Oh!
Good
Great
effort.
shot by Luke
Yeah.
Shaw
Good
there,
effort.
making the Inter Milan goalkeeper stretch.
That was definitely a corner. I
Luke
think.
Shaw
Looking
getting-
for
I
a
thought
corner,
it
but the
was a
goalkeeper's
corner.
waving it away.
Shaw definitely got his
Great shot by Shaw there.
Definitely got his 100 kilo behind that.
100 kilo. Not far off me. Well over 100 kilo. Anyway, let's go to the comments. Can we have a table predictions from Deck? We've already given, but we'll go through it again. Abba went 3-0. Oh man, what
Yep.
did you go for?
I went for 2-1, mate.
2-1. Let's
Yeah.
go for Ronaldo.
I went 2-1 as well.
I'm gonna go. It's a boring 1-0.
Oh,
It's
you're
been an
so
exciting
boring,
game.
Joe.
It's been an exciting game. United, decent to.
Oh, fine.
very
If
high
you're
press.
only going 1-0, who do you think's going to score?
Let's go with Martial.
Martial.
Martial
Oh,
1-0.
okay.
I like the look of Martial in this game. So far, anyway. Get into the comment section.
It's like Martial's playing central. I didn't expect that.
He's coming to pick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. He is.
Yeah.
I wonder what sort of shape we're playing there. I don't.
It was like it's an attacking three, but like very fluid,
It is.
like interchangeable.
Jesse says 4-1 to United. Well, if you're thinking 4-1, goals got to come in now. Pogba, beautiful ball there. Just finding them spaces in Inter Milan's final third.
Tony needs to be a bit quick there in those positions.
He does. He just kind of run out of options in his own head. He was worried about what he was going to
It
do.
kind of,
Daniel.
it kind
Quick
of,
there, Matic.
it kind of feels like at the moment that Martial has replaced like Greenwood. Like, would you guys like to see that? Who do you guys prefer to see in the
I
first?
think
Martial-
all three
Martial,
could
of
start.
course.
I think all three could start. If we play a 4-2-3-1, we could see Greenwood as the guy on the right, Martial on the left. I do think, how we talk
Want
about...
them replaced instead of James?
Yeah, possibly. And I think it just depends what system we play.
Yeah, Ronan says he's surprised that McTominay's not started for United.
Yeah,
today.
very much
Yeah.
so. I think
I'd have liked him to be in the squad.
I've
Yeah.
been a fan of Scott
McTominay.
McTominay
Yeah.
recently.
or Andreas Pereira. I would have liked to see either of them.
Impressed me last game, actually.
He impressed me
Yeah.
last game, but that's literally the only game I've ever been impressed by him. So,
There's something where I don't understand sort of what he does at times.
yeah.
I think he's a good ball carrier, but there's no cutting edge to him again, which seems to be a big problem we've got. Once we get into the final third,
He's a little
we
bit.
haven't got that
Yeah.
thing.
He's a little bit five-a-side, isn't he?
Yeah.
But do you think
Yeah.
he's a bit like Fred in that if he gets more game time, he'll improve? Or
Fred, I do. A lot of people don't like Fred. I can see what Fred's
I quite
trying
like
to do
Fred.
at the time.
I quite like Fred.
I think Fred gets.
I think if he gets game time underneath
pulls
him,
himself about.
yeah.
I think he genuinely does need game time. I think it's who complements him as well. When we look at the Paris game and Arsenal as well, in those two games, I remember even though we lost that, I just feel like, especially the Paris one with Scott McTominay, it's
Yeah.
more about who's next to him.
Yeah.
You need that right balance, and I think him, Scott, and Pogba. would
He's got a
do
bit
well.
more flair to him, hasn't
Yeah.
he? I think,
Yeah.
Fred.
He's got the right
Milan.
aggressive.
Freezing in there. I might have to.
Oh yeah, you want that off? Got the aircon on because
A bit of an AC obsession.
Our
in it.
producer Cameron said I was going to be late, and I ran from the train station with snacks. United 0, Inter Milan 0. Inter Milan playing from the back and just running out of options and end up being United throwing. I don't know what's going on with Inter Milan.
Man, we've got
They haven't really
on
offered
the
anything.
No, we're saying that they'll win 1-0.
Threatening.
But Inter Milan now attacking United. This is what we want to see. I want to see good teams attack United just to see how we deal with it.
Good
Goes out
head,
for
good
Inter
header.
Milan,
By
Good
Lindelof.
header by Lindelof.
Lindelof, you just want him because he looks cool, doesn't he?
He looks
Honestly.
he looks like he cemented his place in the team now. I
Yeah.
think Lindelof.
I'm
I
a
hope
fan.
so.
Big
Yeah.
fan of Lindelof.
I'm going to sneeze. Well, do you know if you say pineapple when you're going to sneeze, you don't?
No.
No,
Honestly.
I think you're on your own there, mate.
If you say pineapple, no, when you're going to sneeze.
Oh,
We all went to school in a different area.
Does it?
They're a bit old for a job.
About 4 years older than you. Man, they're like 10.
What? So do you say pineapple?
Pineapple, when you're going to sneeze, you don't sneeze. 100%.
Back in my day.
100%.
We used to say
100%.
pineapple.
Anyone watching? Anyone watching who's about to sneeze, say pineapple. Let me know if it works in the comment section. That's what I just did then, anyway. Here's from Daniel says we look clueless once we cross the halfway line.
That's why I
It's
need
a bit-
Angel Gomez. Get him in.
it's a bit slow in the final
Yeah,
third.
that's the thing with Lingard. What do you guys think of Lingard?
It depends what system you play. I think you need someone who's going to carry the ball into the middle.
Yeah.
If Lingard's there, because that's when you get the best out of him in terms of his energy. He's more the guy that presses the midfield. We've seen that, for example, prime examples like the Arsenal away game a couple of seasons ago, and you see him and Watford away in those 2 games, because he had Martial carrying the ball a bit, and I think him and James, I'm not too sure they can both play at the same time.
Yeah,
because they got a bit of that thing about.
Good hold up by Martial. He's really strong, Martial.
Yeah. The thing with Martial is that, like, I just want a bit of consistency seen in him. Like, he had an on-off season, I feel, last season.
Well, he was on and off in the starting lineup as well.
Well, yeah, of course. But if he gets like a run of games as well, then I think we'll see that consistency there. But yeah, I hope he does. I really want him to do well, Martial. I think every United fan does.
Well, you've got James on the left and Rashford on the right now.
20 minutes into the game.
Positions a lot.
One thing I wasn't a fan of last season, I think before that horrible away game at Everton, I was concerned about is that front 3 of Lukaku, Martial, Rashford.
Yeah.
I just never see it work. Never.
Yeah.
They've not got that guy who's going to come into the middle, and I think whereas Martial does that, he does carry the ball into the middle. He's not got, again, that pass.
Yeah, it's the dream FIFA lineup, innit? When it came out, you think, let's just play these or come. But then when it comes to it,
No, but when you think about it as well, like, it's just tactically as well, I don't know how that works for me. Greenwood could work in that.
Do you guys think we need another striker then if Lukaku goes?
Yeah. I'd take like a Ben Yedder.
Yeah.
I think Ben Yedder would actually be good in the Premier League.
But do we have time though? This is the thing.
This is the thing. We've got this transfer speculation that's pretty much dragged on throughout the whole transfer window. We're nearing the end of it now. Nearing the start of the season, we haven't got much done.
I think we'll see some movement next week.
We've got to.
Got
to. Yeah.
Panic buys.
Any panic buys?
There's going to be a couple of panic buys. We're always going to realise that.
Peter Crouch deadline day.
Podcast mint, to be fair. I'd like to see what he says about our dressing room, like when he's doing it. He always digs into like Rafa Benitez.
Sean Thomas says it's so much pace but lack of ideas.
Well, I think it's the middle.
Sounds like us for the last
I think
6 years.
I think it's the middle of the park that's like causing not causing our play to like not proceed, but like I don't know how to describe it.
There's a bit of an imbalance.
Yeah, it's a bit of an imbalance.
Too similar.
Yeah.
It's like I kind of feel like we've got 3 wide players in the front 3.
Yeah, I do agree.
Yeah.
There's no, again, it's the same thing. There's just no balance in that front 3.
And Lingard, as he touched the ball, as
Lingard
Lingard
ball goes in,
Lingard
Good
touched the
header
ball.
away.
Yeah, he's not really picked the ball up anywhere.
So I'm saying, I feel like Lingard's going to be our first choice, number 10, unfortunately.
Thank you.
And
Thank you very much, bros.
that's why I'm really pushing for either Angel or if we get Bruno. I feel like if we do sign Bruno,
The thing is, if we sign Bruno, I'm worried then Angel's game time's gonna like go down. I do think.
I do. Wait,
He goes Barcelona for me.
Ronaldo, coming back to your point about if we sign Bruno, do you think then that Pogba will be in that box-to-box role and then maybe McTominay as a CDM?
yeah.
I think it's the
I'd say so.
right style to play.
Yeah, I'd hope so as well. United looking all right. Still 0-0. Thank you very much. United with the better chances, but some people are saying, yeah, we've got most of the ball and we've had most of the attacking possession. We haven't done anything that
Yeah,
final
haven't done
third.
anything with it.
We haven't
Yeah.
done anything that final third, which is disappointing, especially with Ollie as the manager, the man who can put the ball in the back of net from such bizarre places, and he was always scrappy. He was always being able to get the ball in the box and scoring for United. You'd think he'd know then
I think
how to put the ball in the box when he's managing.
if we're moving away from this 4-2-3-1, I'd probably like to see McTominay, Fred, Pogba in that midfield 3. I think it's not even about the quality.
Good
It's
shot
just
there. Oh, great dig there by Martial.
decent effort. I just think in terms of balance right now, that's what the best we've got. Whereas Matic, I just don't know where he fits in this. Like,
Do you guys see Alexis Sanchez fitting in any of this? Because
I always forget he plays for us. I swear.
I
always forget about him.
Because Ollie said he could see him getting 20 goals a season. I personally don't see that happening.
You know what? What it's worth, it'll be a decent squad player at the least. Just someone, because we've just said earlier that the front threes are pretty similar.
Yeah.
Like, if anything, Sanchez does offer something a little bit different.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to see. I mean, we've got him. We're paying for him.
Bloody hell, man.
We're paying for him. Just into the comment section, Danny says, once a team in possession at the back, we just don't have the vision and quick pace to unlock the opposition. He also goes on, for me, Martial doesn't show a lot more desire this season. He has to move on. It looks exactly the same as last season. All possession without any threat. There's a City fan there. Go away. There's just says Matic is too slow and Lingard is not creative enough. Ricky Guy says, I don't think there will be any more transfers this window. I hope you're wrong, mate, but you could be right, Ricky Guy.
I think this first 25 minutes emphasises our lack of creativity in our midfield. In terms of, I think we've only really got Pogba for a sense of creativity, and that's pretty much it. And also, it pretty much solidifies how important the sign of Bruno Fernandes could be.
Matic getting caught out again.
25 minutes gone. I mean, no goals yet. What have you made as well of the first 25 minutes? Get in the comment section and we can read them out.
Lindelof has been absolutely solid.
He's looked calm and composed, hasn't he?
I'm going to have a bit of cookie. They're nice, these.
They're
what
nice,
ones did we have before? Which blue
that was banging, that.
Honeycomb
and white
chocolate, yeah. But they're Tesco's finest.
The dream. Man United now having a bit more possession.
Went a bit excessive with the cookies.
Here's Pogba shops at Tesco. Yeah.
Pogba?
Which one?
Oh.
What?
Oh.
What's it? I doubt they have a Tesco around where all them players live. It's like Waitrose and all that, innit?
Yeah, Mark's M&S.
Yeah. M&S, the food.
So Papa loves Tesco's?
I'll just put it out there, I don't know.
Oh, right.
What,
something that you hear.
Pogba?
Did you see, wait a minute?
Apparently Rihanna's shops at Sainsbury's.
Who? Let's go through the squad. I think, where do they shop? De Gea.
Did you see
De Gea is a Sainsbury's guy.
I think Sainsbury's.
Yeah.
Eric Lindelof, Aldi.
Pogba's banging that.
100%. Lindelof. Aldi.
He seems like an Aldi guy.
Yeah, he does seem like an Aldi guy.
Aldi guy.
100%.
Aldi's good, you know.
Yeah,
Aldi's banging, mate.
Look at that.
What Matic?
Matic, he's
Brozovic
a
has been
Waitrose. Matic is a Waitrose.
Neto.
No, doesn't even exist. You'll find it.
He just walks around empty.
Lingard is definitely a Tesco's boy, I think.
You think?
Yeah, I think so. Or maybe a Morrison's.
Oh.
Yeah,
he probably doesn't
Morrison's,
do shopping.
yeah.
Probably doesn't
Sometimes
do shopping.
Morrison's Bakery is banging, mate.
Martial's definitely Asda.
Oh, yeah.
She's got to go generic
there.
there.
Rashford?
Rashford on the free kicks again.
Yeah.
Oh, someone in the crowds might get a souvenir. Judging off last season.
To be fair, his conversion rate in a free kick was better than, I think it was Eriksen last season. Sometimes
don't be pulling out some stats here, just because we can't. Because we can't argue with a stat.
Where do you feel like Mata shops? I feel like he what does his online shop at Ocado, something like that.
Yeah, he gets it delivered.
Yeah.
Ocado, what's that?
It's Waitrose.
Oof.
It's
Whip
Waitrose.
it in first time. Oh, that was a clever ball.
Decent play for United. The free kick just didn't make it in, but then Bissaka put it in. Still keeping the ball, passing it to Pogba, them two linking up nicely in this game.
It's the final third, isn't it?
Pogba seems to be the only proper smooth sort of player in that area.
Zabi, look how confident he is.
Zabi pushing the ball forward a bit, urging the United attack. Just come on, get the ball in the back of the net. We got him here. Inter Milan looking shaky. It's another dig.
You're not going to beat Handanovic
on
there.
from outside the box happening today. The goalkeeper having none of it. None of them really making him do any wonder saves. All just being collected into his hands.
I think we need a bit more commitment in the box.
Hurricane approach. Shoot every time you get the ball.
I think we need a bit more.
I do think if there's one player that needs to shoot more in this team, it's Martial. In the final third, I think he just seems to
try to dribble it in almost.
It's always a good indication when you are trying from inside the box. Daniel James, I think, was 2.2 per game.
I think we also need a bit more commitment in the box. I mean, I haven't really seen many people go into it because we've seen loads of shots from outside
Need
the
better
area,
off the ball as well, I think, to get in there. We need someone to just. I think that's where we miss sort of that natural striker. Rashford's learning the trade a lot, obviously, but Lukaku.
Sean Thomas, Rashford is doing too much. He needs to get his head down and play a simpler game.
I think it's everyone, man.
Yeah,
if you just look at James there as well. Again, I think we need someone in that number 10. They all seem like wingers, those guys.
Yeah, sorry.
Behind Marcus. It's switching around a lot as well.
It is rainy day in Manchester. Singapore is about 30 degrees. We heard from Joe at the start, who's down in Singapore, and he was bringing fan cams and stuff after the game. And this could be our third win on the trot, but you know, maybe we need a defeat. Maybe we need a kick in the balls to realise that things aren't actually great. Woodward sees that we beat Leeds. He's thinking, I'm going to win the league, isn't he? He just puts his feet up, cigar out. Here we go. We go back to the comment section now. Victor, Bruno should be bought, and we should replace Lingard. He provides lots of goals and creativity. Sean Thomas says James is not a starting player. He needs to beef up. James needs to get bigger.
He's looking a bit lightweight in this game so far. Getting knocked off the ball quite easily.
Yeah, well, especially with the Italian defence. I mean, they're quite good at just.
We've got to remember as well that Dan James was a championship player as well, so he needs.
Great goal. Could be 1-0 Manchester United. Oh, the ball just seemed to not get collected up by a brilliant cross into the box.
There, you know.
Good play by Luke Shaw.
I feel like he completely missed it.
Greatest chance for United there. Just goes
missing.
Handanovic
flicked it off.
Still on the attack.
He needed a better pullback, I think.
Martial, someone needs to get in that box. No one's in that box. Inter Milan pushing their defence quite high there.
We need a goal, I think, for half-time.
We need a goal for half-time. This is United's
brilliant
game.
switch there from Paddock.
Daniel James, what can he do with the ball?
That's a great
ball.
ball.
But the Inter Milan's header, just clearing it.
Rashford a bit flat-footed in the box.
To deal with, well, they've blocked.
Look at the pressing.
Pressing. Pretty good.
That's one thing that's encouraging, the high pressing.
Yeah.
Something that we didn't see throughout all of last season, I think.
I think we did when Ollie first joined.
Yeah, but then it narrowed down because they ran out of energy.
I think some of them just couldn't play that style. A lot of it, like under Mourinho, was like really conservative, where we'd sort of allow other teams to play a bit more and not really press, more on the break. And I think you can't play. Like
so do you think it was the fitness then last season?
I think that played a big part, you know. Yeah. And I could see it happening.
Yeah.
Because the way Ollie played when we first joined was like, it was very similar to what Klopp was doing when he first joined Liverpool, in terms of your front three sort of. They've gone for a water break now, I think. The front three sort of stay
a water break?
As long as they press.
Yeah.
And I think they were doing that. Lingard, Rashford, Martial, the front three was very impressive at the start. The midfield, once it lost its legs, which was Matic, very poor.
Yeah. I agree.
Water break for United, so we'll do the same. Happy days, get your water out. Matic generally is working hard here. Not working hard. Water break for United. You can see some of the stats there. United looking like the better side.
58%. We've kept possession. We've had a decent cross shot.
The Milan fans fuming a bit.
They've had no shots on target. And no shots, Inter. Inter have had no shots, yeah.
Different from there. I thought Conte would kind of want to just say,
well, they're not
only pre-season.
Are they playing with a striker? Because Icardi's not playing.
Is it Martinez? Is he even playing?
I don't know.
He was just at Copper, so I'm not sure he'll play. He doesn't fancy Icardi, does he?
No, he don't. He's already confirmed.
I think the next 2 weeks we're going to see like something around that. Like,
what?
Icardi, I think, could be moving to Juventus.
Do you think?
Yeah, and that will then free up the Lukaku move.
Yeah.
Or we could see Lukaku go there.
Would we not take Icardi in this?
I don't know.
There's questions about his attitude, though, isn't there? And
I like
that's
him,
one
you know.
thing.
I do like him
a lot, but is he the type of personality we need in our club?
I don't know if he fits us now. Yeah, I don't think he fits us now. Not the way we're playing.
Yeah.
Again, it's like, are you really upgrading on Lukaku if you bring him in? Like, goals-wise, not really.
No.
So do you think Ben Yedder is a wise option then?
Because you're spending less, and I think he's a different player. I think Ben Yedder's profile does suit the Premier League.
Yeah.
He's really nippy on the turn, he's quick. I think he was involved in like 7 goals against the top 4 last season.
Yeah.
Like 3 assists, 4 goals. That's against Real Madrid, Atletico, Barca, and whoever else I think it was in there. And obviously, like, that is impressive. His creativity as well, he's good in the press. We've seen him against us, how much energy he puts out.
I guess the only issue is his age.
Yeah, that is. But in this market, at 29, experienced striker, 30 mil, it's not bad, you know.
But it worked out when we signed Van Persie, 29.
Yeah?
Yeah, it did.
You know what I'm saying?
And he was on the back of a brilliant season, wasn't he? Like Ben Yedder. A different league, though, isn't it?
I love how quick Lindelof is at distributing the ball. He just
A
really
lot of space.
This could be the first goal.
Go
Come
to
on
the
now.
right, to the right, to the right.
Great shot.
Left.
Come on. I
Good,
think for
good.
United could be 1-0 here.
Good,
Just
Marcus.
holding the ball for too long. The ball's
Got to
gone
release
out
it
of
quickly.
play.
Is it a corner or a goal kick?
I think it could be a corner.
You see, like the difference there
Stunned if
when
it's a goal.
Lindelof settles out on that attack. You see the difference when you have a ball playing centre back. You can trust that progressing the ball. It changes the dynamic of like the way your team plays. That's the problem you have with Smalley, man. He'll never make that pass.
Smaller than his 2 left feet.
He has to turn so many times before he releases the ball.
Sure, now on the edge of the box. The corner hasn't really gone well for United, but it's gone back in.
Go on, get
Getting
that.
edge off the ball.
Leave that someone come out to him.
Pogba taking the ball to the right.
Pogba's too good.
He's so good.
Guy's a joke, honestly.
Pogba, Wan-Bissaka and Wan-Bissaka linking up nicely on the right.
Wow.
Just losing that
Just
possession
doing
because no
a
one was
little-
really giving him Pogba an option.
Doing a
there.
little
Free
bit-
kick. You get a free
Doing a
kick
little
out
bit
of
too
that?
much there, though.
Or was it offside?
Just when you look at like Pogba's ability compared to everyone else on that team,
It's
man,
ridiculous.
levels. But
It's a level high.
that's when you look at City as well, and you look at De Bruyne, wow, and then
De Bruyne,
you turn
yeah.
and like Silva's there, and you got all these like absolute ballers.
That's a free kick.
I think we really missed that, man. The quality compared to us in City.
Yeah.
I've got Luke Shaw taking his free kick.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Interesting.
Or Dan James.
Hopefully, he's not short.
Could be something they've worked on in training. I think Inter Milan, this might just be a defensive
James
expedition for them.
Oh,
That's
ball
not
by
bad.
Shaw.
That's not bad.
Inter Milan just knowing how to deal with United's set pieces, just getting the ball out every single time, but not really pushing United, not really pressing them. And that's what I wanted. I wanted Inter Milan to come at us because I wanted to see how our defence dealt with a big team and big players, but that's not what we're getting. Not what we're getting at all.
Bit of
There,
space.
picks it up, go to the right.
Look at
To James.
James.
Jade.
Great ball.
In the
James
box.
got the ball in. Oh, just nice little ball, but no one there for the finish.
Good football there.
Could be 2 or 3-0 for United here, but unfortunately, just no one putting the ball in the back.
Since we've come back from that water break, like I don't know if Ali said something, but we seem
hydration
to
is
be-
key.
That's a bit better.
yeah, it could be that. But like we seem to be picking the ball up, especially Lingard in that area where he wasn't earlier.
He seems to be driving more forward as well, doesn't he?
There's like a spot that he's
Yeah.
sort of been finding a bit more space in there. So
Hydration is key. Remember that.
Lindelof
again.
there,
Lindelof
Storm
again.
forward.
Look
He's
out
done it
wide.
again.
Come
Go
on,
James!
James.
James!
Oh!
Take a touch.
Should have done
Honestly,
better.
it's fine.
Should
Should
have done better.
Stopped.
Oh, Lindelof there, mate.
John Thomas says this is exactly the type of game we need to prepare for. Teams sit up and frustrate us. Ollie should earn his check with working on us to break these teams down. He could be good. We've got an Inter Milan fan that way and causing a bit of a stir. Shut up. Where do I watch? It's MUTV, mate. We can't turn the camera around, sorry. Tuanzebe is excellent, but we need Maguire to lead the defensive line.
Benzebe's done really well
Yeah.
there. Him and Lindelof there stepping out.
They have looked solid, haven't they?
Nah, Lindelof's been absolutely.
Yeah, he's an
Yeah.
absolute G, man.
Inter Milan.
Oh, it's Wan-Bissaka again. He's brilliant. He's brilliant.
Yeah, he is good.
I am happy.
Perfect analysis from me there, as you can all see. Went
Hashtag Joe
last
out.
night. Went out last night.
You went out. Where'd you go?
Just round in Stockport. Dad,
Stockport.
was a drink.
Did you get on the bev?
I've up, mate.
Yeah.
Oh! Could have been 1-0 for Inter Milan there. Just.
On Lindelof at the moment. Everyone's raving about Lindelof's performance so far.
Yeah, Lindelof been working really well.
That was a good ball in.
Yeah, could have done better there.
You do understand, like Barca's sort of interest in him.
Yeah.
He's a proper Barca player.
Do you think that'll, if another good season for United, do you think that'll come?
I think if we are progressing, I think he's the type of guy to stay. You know?
Yeah.
I genuinely think he enjoys being at United.
Yeah.
There's not.
He enjoys the responsibility, I think, as
he
well.
does. You know,
Yeah.
I feel like he does give me that sort of feel, but we do need more of those players, man.
Take someone I just thought of them when it comes to United and the class players that we've got. It used to be a case of we have these class players in the Premier League and then they get picked off by the Spanish clubs, or if it PK or if it would be Nistelrooy or Ronaldo. We haven't really done that, have we? Our players haven't really picked off if that's the class.
Right back.
Could be 1-0.
Who was that out to the left? Oh, was that?
It's just a bit too far away. Manchester United having the
take them on.
best play so far. Inter Milan just
someone needs to come out
looking
there.
for Wan-Bissaka all by himself against 2 Inter Milan defenders, and they
Again,
know how
that's
to
the
defend.
problem we're finding there, man. Just
Great
there's
play
no
by
natural,
Wan-Bissaka. Keep put in the
there's no
pressure.
natural creators that are dropping in the right pockets there, and I think that's where Angel Gomez has to come in the second half because he's giving you that other option.
I'd like to see a bit more midfield creativity in the middle as well. Take off Matic maybe for McTominay or Pereira.
Yeah.
I feel like McTominay and Matic are too light for like.
So you think Pereira?
Yeah, it would have to be a Pereira.
I'd like to see if it was on me, I'd probably go see Angel Gomez, McTominay in the second half in that midfield with Pogba. And let's see how that does.
Do us a favour, like the video as well for us.
Wan-Bissaka again.
He's so good when he gets down it. Like he just always wins the tackles. He's well natural with it, man. One of them's going to end up being a penalty this season.
I think sooner or later, players are going to be like, there's no point going 1v1 against them.
Yeah. I remember Sane talking about him, like, proper saying, like, he struggled up against him. I remember Martial at Old Trafford. Didn't have a good time.
United on the counter-attack here, hopefully.
Matic, has he got the switch in him? Has he got the switch in him?
Matic, this is good.
Oh, no,
Too slow.
Matic leading the counter-attack there, just making it look it. Just shit, that's all I can say. But now United still on the ball, pushing forward. Martial, nice little link up here. Rashford.
Martial.
The goalkeeper for Inter Milan.
Rashford was there. Why didn't you pass?
Could have pulled it back.
Doing wonders there, but Martial and Rashford really went link-up play
I think
there.
that was Lingard, by the way.
Oh, sorry.
It's the pink TV, guys.
Yeah, I know.